This is the ESOC Series 875E. We're going to perform an oil change on this Caterpillar engine. As you see, we've already made our two connections, one to the sump and one to the oil filter. Now we're going to insert the oil sample bottle. We're going to draw an oil sample while we're draining the oil. Power switch on, oil sample switch on. Note the red light. When you see the red light on, we're going to be drawing the oil sample. And we press the start button. When I press the start button, you can see this indicator light turn on. That's the air purge going into the filter. After a couple seconds, this indicator light will turn on, telling me I can release the start button. The machine will continue to run on its own until the oil pan is empty. Our purge is on. Indicator turned on, means this machine is going to run all by itself. We got air going into the filter, blowing the oil out of the filter, throughout the passages, down to the crankcase. We're removing the oil from the crankcase. After about 15 seconds, we're then going to draw an oil sample, so you can send the sample out to be analyzed. We just drew the oil sample. Here's our bottle. As you see, the purge air is still on, which now it just turned off. When it turns off, that's telling you it's safe to change the oil filter. You never want to change the filter while that light's on, because we're blowing air through that filter. When the green indicator turns off, the machine will shut off. Okay, so now it's safe to change the filter. Obviously the air purge is stopped and the machine is shut off. So now we're going to start sending the fresh oil back into the engine. So we're going to press start. Start once again. Vehicle ID. Enter a random number for now. Enter. Odometer reading. Odometer could be hours also. Again, just any number for now. Enter. Now it's asked me to select a product. This controller is set up to select or to dispense only one product. It is capable of dispensing up to 4. So you pick your fluid that you want. Right now we're only doing the one fluid, so we'll press 1. See, it says draft amount, 5 quarts. This can be changed to any amount depending on if you have a fleet of engines that all take the same amount of oil, then you would enter that amount of oil, and then you would select yes, because it will always repeat that draft amount. For fleets that have different oil capacities, we'd select no. Now we're going to enter 10 quarts. This also could be liters. 1, 0.0, 10 quarts. Enter. It's now we're selecting 1540. The amount of oil, and now we're going to press start. you can see, the oil is being pumped in, filling the filter, exiting the filter, going through all the passages. You can see pressure on these gauges. That's actually internal oil pressure that's going into the engine. The oil then drops down to the crankcase and fills the crankcase. Okay, we just added our 10 quarts. The oil change is complete. Of course, you check your dipstick to top off if needed. This controller is able to top off oil. So let's say your vehicle holds more oil than what you put in. You just hit top off and it'll enter the amount of oil to be added and it'll dispense that amount of oil. If you were to overfill, you would just turn the machine on and let the pump run for a couple seconds or however long it takes to remove that volume of oil that's been overfilled. So right now we're going to say yes, we're going to close the work order. And now what we're going to do, all the information we just put into this controller, we're going to pull it out of the controller on this USB key so we can send it to our main computer for downloading or uploading. Okay, so we're going to press stop. And now we're going to select 28, enter. Journal save, yes. Right now it's sending all the information to the key so we can plug it into our computer to pull the information. This takes about a minute or so to download the information, so we can end the video now.